consumer perspective. There had to be a better way to carry these cards and all those coupons around. But as I began to research the market space, I quickly discovered that there was as much need from the business side as there was from the consumer side. I learned this by talking to business owners in Charlottesville, especially business owners who offered loyalty card programs. I asked them, what's the problem with their loyalty card programs? Why don't they use them? How can they make more money from them? I learned three basic things. The first thing I learned is that business owners also hate these cards. These cards are environmentally non-friendly and they're expensive. The owner of the Dunkin' Donuts in Charlottesville spends 15 cents per card. And he oftentimes have customers come in with 6 cards, punched one time, looking for a free cup of coffee. The cards have no quality control guarding against employee fraud or customer fraud. The owner of the Moe's Southwest Grill had hundreds of his cards stolen, pre-punched, bundled up, and auctioned off on eBay. And the cards have no information associated with them. The businesses know nothing about the customers who pick them up or their spending habits. The second thing I learned is that businesses are very receptive to the idea of using mobile to better identify who their best customers are, especially in a place like Charlottesville, where many students use their phones as the remote controls of their lives. The third thing I found was that existing advertising outlets don't work. Students don't read the local newspaper. They don't watch local TV. They don't listen to local radio. And the Val Pack can't be delivered to the dorms. Moreover, these outlets are very expensive. You can't customize anything, and you can't really track anything. So only if an outlet existed that allowed businesses to better identify who their most loyal customers are, communicate with these customers, and ultimately reward these customers. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Cardagin. The idea behind our company is simple but powerful. If we can digitize loyalty card programs and make them available on mobile devices, entice customers to use their mobile devices to record their visits and redeem their coupons, take that information and pass it back to the businesses, and then give the businesses the tools so they can communicate using that information to their best customers, we've not only addressed a major business need, it's something that business owners are willing to pay for. Here's how it works. A business signs up for Cardagin, they get this portal view. They see all the customers who signed up to be part of their loyalty program, they see their transactional history, and they have the ability to create coupons that they can publish on our network or push to the mobile apps on their customers' phones. Consumers have 2 points of access into Cardagin. The first is a portal view for people who don't have smartphones so they can participate in digitized loyalty. The second is for people who do have the smartphones. They download our app. Through the virtual mall, they're able to see all the businesses local to their phone that offer a digitized loyalty program. They see where the business is located, read about the business, register for the loyalty program straight from the phone. Then when they go into the store to transact, they load up the visit screen, they see if there's any coupons available, click on the coupon they want, and take this code to what we call a data capture device, where they're able to scan the phone. No more worrying about cards, carrying coupons, or asking, where's that card again? The real winner here, though, is not necessarily the consumer, it's the business. They just had delivered to them not where a coupon came from, but who it came from. Rob Masri, or whatever my username is, a 38-year-old male, purchased a turkey sub at noon on Thursday, April 29th. That information can then be used later to create mobile marketing campaigns specific to me and others like me. Maybe the business owner bought too much turkey. Maybe they're introducing a new product that has turkey in it. Who's most likely to respond? Someone who's already told them, I'm a member of your loyalty club, and someone who already has the app ready to receive those coupons. We have raised a seed funding of $1 million. We're in QA right now, about to do a beta in Charlottesville. We have a couple of marquee clients that we're launching with, and a bunch of local businesses that, if you're familiar in Charlottesville, you know some of these local businesses. Some of you who are not, I didn't list them on here. But at the end of the day, the most exciting thing for me about Cardagin is that it is as applicable and as relevant in Omaha as it is in Baltimore, in Gainesville as it is in Charlottesville or San Francisco or New York. Anywhere there's a business that wants to turn customers into regulars, there is a need and a demand for Cardagin. At the end of the day, we are confident that Cardagin will revolutionize how local business and their long-term customers interact and transact. Thank you. Sorry, I had to speed up, guys.
Q&A, right there.
2 questions, if I may. Two questions. One is, what's the infrastructure cost for the scanning devices? it might cost a lot more for a scanning device and lasers and all that kind of stuff. And the second one is if you thought about integrating with Foursquare and the likes.
Sure. So I'll address the first question first. And the first question is about, okay, thank you, is about the hardware. There's two ways that we allow for the scanning to occur. One way is an independent standalone device that we rent out to the business. We keep the price point very small, anywhere from $50 to $80 a month, depending on the business, depending on the market. The reason I chose that number in particular is because in Charlottesville, in order for you to take out one flyer that goes in the Valpak that's sent out there, it's $1,000 a month. And so for me to be able to say $1,000 a year, which is basically 80 times 12, this was something that's very compelling for a lot of business owners who are happy to do it. For the businesses who have more sophisticated point-of-sale systems, and remember, in college towns, many business owners don't have a sophisticated point-of-sale system, but they have cards. They want to get rid of them because of the reasons I identified at the beginning. Then we can actually integrate directly into a point-of-sale system and use whatever scanning device they may have, or plug our device directly into their point-of-sale system. All we're doing is communicating the data. The other question was about Foursquare, I think. And so Foursquare is not necessarily a company that, first of all, I obviously know a lot about them, but I've spent a lot of time talking to investors about differentiating ourselves from Foursquare and what Foursquare does on a lot of different levels. I've never really approached them about partnering with them. At the end of the day, there's just something for me that's not overly appealing about checking into a particular place, identifying myself as mayor, hoping I can communicate to the business owner, having the business owner try to give me something for free because I'm allegedly their mayor, whatever it may be, that there's problems. Here, it's you go straight to the business, either they want a digitized loyalty program or they don't. If they do, then they reward their customers the way they want to reward them based on the metrics that they've chosen to select, not someone else forcing them to it. We can talk more about it later. Sorry for the long-winded answer.
Just out of curiosity, can you what's the story behind your name?
When I first started the company, I always found myself not having my card. So I'd always ask the clerk, can I get a card again? Where the hell are those cards again? Did I lose my card again? And so I chose that name and just basically put the words together. The URL was available. And the lovely logo is something I created myself, but it's something that a lot of people find funny and amusing. So I think we're going to keep it. That's the name.
How is the data loaded into the handheld app?
Oh, sorry.
So
right
if I go into Dunkin' Donuts and I make a purchase, then am I loading that data in?
Yes. So what happens is you load up, you see your virtual mall. All the businesses in Charlottesville that are part of the Cardagin Network will load up with their logo. You click on the logo. Once you've registered for their loyalty program, your logo goes into a favorite screen. So you only have to go to the favorite screen every time rather than load up the entire virtual mall every time that you want to interact with the 5 or 10 places that you use most often. And then what you see is your status. Right? This is how you accumulate status at a particular place. If there's a coupon available, that business has made that coupon available for you, others like you, or anyone on the Cardagin Network. You hit redeem. And that's what triggers that barcode to appear, that unique barcode. Yeah.
All right, so my question is, given that you haven't really come to market yet and had mass adoption, and when you look at sites like GoWallet and Foursquare, if they decide to take kind of the same avenue with their user base and basically flip the switch, how do you compete in that environment?
Well, at the end of the day, all those applications are focusing on consumers, right? You've got to somehow convince businesses that this is something that they want to be part of. And so if they can convince businesses, then more power to them. That's fantastic. I don't think they're going to, because a lot of people that I've spoken to, especially business owners, Charlottesville, Salt Lake City, Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, other places that I've gone, where we have a bunch of reseller arrangements that we've arranged, I say Foursquare, no one's heard of it. It's a children's game, right? No one's heard of it. And so what you think, I mean, we know it, right, because we're in the space. People in New York, people in San Fran know it, but Middle America, not so much.
Well, I kind of was saying, how many people have heard of Cellfire? That was a company that ripped through $30+ million, was trying to do mobile coupons,
right. And so,
issues with POS integration, density of usership, all these issues that they could not get mobile couponing to work. How are you going to do that?
So Cellfire is another way for a business to just broadcast its coupons. There's nothing unique about, sorry.
Finish your sentence.
There's nothing unique because there's nothing tied into loyalty. There's nothing tied into a person's transactional history. You're not developing a one-on-one rapport with the particular customers. And so all I'm trying to do here is, my father ran a restaurant for 30 years. He knew his loyalty club by name. Right? He would say, Rob, go take a piece of pie to this particular customer, or a cup of coffee, tell him it's on the house. And so all I'm trying to do is recreate that setting using modern technology.
Thank you so much.